Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line.
Here we go. Here we go. Put your on it. Put your on it. Stop the run. There we go.
On 1st and 10, Shaw. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Shaw. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Now they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
2nd and 3. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Darnold complete to Crowder. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The starters defensively now for the Patriots. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's down right there. Hey.
Darnold field from the red zone now. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a play fake here on first down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good risk. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Kyle Van Noy picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
New York set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 3 down, 3 down.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. Breaks free again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Darnold caught here by Griffin. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, you Titans. Let's go, you Titans.
Darnold from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Michelle. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. We're going to look now at the defense for the New York Jets. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Here's Shaw. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
On first down, Michelle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Shaw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. You better be a nigga. You better be afraid of me.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. On second down, Michel. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Shaw, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now out come the Jets. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll run on first down. Bell. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Darnold now to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now it's Darnold. And able to connect with Berrios. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 41, Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Julian Edelman. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here I come. Here I come.
Second and 11. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
On the toss, here's Michelle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Watch tight end.
On 2nd and inches, Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first down, it's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Darnold on first down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Dean Lowry drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Following the penalty, Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off play action. Shaw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. Shaw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. New York set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Herndon's got it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Aaron Jones has a touchdown on the ground. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting 49ers out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. In our game, it was Sam Darnold who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Darnold to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he's got another field goal. His 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And it's Michel once again. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for 2 here.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Shaw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Here we go.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Throwing on first down. Shaw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
On the draw, it's Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Shaw nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Darnold now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Darnold now to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Vigil leading.